Hi, it's Dee here again, and today I'm going to be wallpapering this piece of board. We're redoing this room, and while I'm going to redo the walls, this board I want to keep. So, to draw your eye up using this board, I'm going to put a different material on it than every other wall. I purchased some wallpaper at Joyful AK. This particular wallpaper was 420 yen for 1 meter, and you can buy it in just 1 meter. At Homac, I purchased this wallpaper brush for $3.98 and this wallpaper glue at Homac for $2.48. First of all, what we're going to do is wipe down the piece of board that we're going to wallpaper on. Make sure it's clean and dust-free. Well worth cleaning the board prior to. I'll keep going and get back to you soon. Okay, so I'm ready to put the glue on my piece of wallpaper, and what I've done is gotten an old cardboard box from a supermarket, cut it open and laid it flat, and I'm using this as weight to keep it flat. So I put my piece of wallpaper where I want to put the paste facing up. I have a pair of old scissors, so I don't care if a little bit of glue gets on them. That wallpaper brush, and also the glue. I also have this container set up. It's just a vase with a plastic bag inside it. And the reason why I tell you about that is because it's always best to be prepared. After I open this oozy bag, what am I going to do with it? If I lay it down, it's going to ooze out and get on the floor. Whereas when I've opened it and I have the glue that I want, I can just gently put it in here, and it's tall enough, it'll keep it encased, and the plastic bag is to protect the vase. Okay, so let's get started. So the instructions on this particular product is to put a medium amount of glue on the back of your wallpaper, spread it around with the brush, and then let it sit for 5 minutes until it gets tacky. You want it very, very sticky. Okay, so we're going to put some on here. And I have to tell you, this is my first time using this method. In Canada, we do not use this method for wallpaper. We use water and a trough. It's much different. So if you're fighting and think, I can't do it, this is my first time too. So we want to start here and we'll work our way out. Bringing the paste to the edges of the paper. And if a little bit gets on the cardboard, I don't care. This is going to be thrown out in the recycled garbage. And the nice thing about having 5 minutes is that if you make a slop, it's not like crazy glue or instant glue, where if you make a mistake, you're doomed. You do have, obviously, some time to make corrections. Working out. I'm going to try to make sure that a nice liberal coating is all over the wallpaper. And work on the edges. There's some excess here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the excess there. Again, this is being thrown out. I don't care. A lot of things I don't care about, huh? But I don't care. I don't care. But I don't care. And I don't know if you can make it out on the video, but I have a preset crease that I made here to use as a guideline on the top of the board. So hopefully gravity will be my friend in this instance. And after I put the seam in its place, the rest will just hang down for me. The rest of the paper. As opposed to putting it up on the board and then trying to get it over the top of the board and the bottom of the board. And after I do this, I'll show you another little trick that I have prepared. Just going over the last little bit. I want to make sure those edges are nice and glued. Okay, that's it for now. So we're going to wait 5 minutes and we'll continue. Okay, 5 minutes is up, and now I'm going to put the paper on the wall, on the board actually, and I can just see my crease, and I'm going to eyeball it and push it up, slide it down. I know this is my straight edge in here, so I'm going to make sure that this is, and I've got a cloth, this is a wet one, so I can wipe my hands if I get any glue on it. That's a bit too tight in the corner. Okay, now that's straight. Okay, I'm going to use my roller, from my paint roller. I've cleaned it, it's dried, I've reflected it by doing this. I'm going to roll on the board. They have specific products for this in the wallpaper section at Joyful and Home Ec, but I thought, save money. Now I'm being careful not to go too close to the edge because I don't want to get glue on my paint roller. Okay. So if I feel any air bubbles, I'm going to work them out just by pushing the air forward. And if you're lucky enough to have a nice window in the room where you're working, look on the side of the wallpaper and you'll probably get a silhouette if there is an air bubble. Work it out. And it doesn't hurt to peel your paper back, work the air out and push it down like that. If you get an air bubble and you're putting the paper back down, you want to work to ensure that another air bubble isn't created when you put the paper back down. If you find, after everything is done, if you find that you have an air bubble was trapped and you didn't find it and you didn't get rid of it, you can always pop it with a pin. And then press the paper from the popped little bubble back into place. Okay, so now I'm going to go up top. Press down. Now the reason why I'm doing this corner is because as soon as I finish wallpapering this corner, I'm going to be actually working on that wall. But that wall is going to consist of a bookcase that's going to come out on this corner to about that far. So this is my one and last chance to wallpaper. I can paint in here or whatnot later, but this is my last chance to have a lot of elbow room to wallpaper this area. So I'm going to start down at the middle, push up, and work my way to create the crease. So this is a really inexpensive way to change something. 420 yen for a bit of wallpaper. And you know what? After I used the brush, when I was doing the wallpaper glue, when I was doing the brush, I thought, hell, save the $3.98, muck it out with your hands. If you're not going to be doing a lot of other wallpaper in the future, you could always use your hands. Who cares? It's like being a little kid again. Okay, so I've got it into place, and I've got a dry clean cloth, and I'm just encouraging it up like this, into place. Now again, this corner is never going to be seen. There's going to be a bookcase come out here, but I want this to be done, just because that's me. Okay, and now we're going to encourage the edges over. Just by rolling. I'm just rolling like that. Just roll. A bit of glue is coming out, no big deal. I can always immediately soak this particular cloth in water so the glue doesn't have a chance to dry, and then slip it into the washing machine. Now I don't want to get glue on this edge, so by rolling out I'm encouraging the glue, if it does ooze out, to work away from the wallpaper. Now for today, this is all the wallpaper I'm going to be doing. This area I'll have access to later on. So for today I'm just doing the one piece.